Welcome back to the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. Today we have a first for you on the program, and we are offering up a collection of fine scents. Now, this is the first time we're doing this on the program, and so what we're offering is the entire collection for the low price of $199.99, or individual sets for $39.99 each. So it's a really great deal, especially if you're part of the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network Club, where you can receive that club pricing. Now, I do want to go through and give you just a little bit of a rundown about each one of these scents, different places you can wear them, different ways in which you can maybe even combine some of the scents. And I know we don't have smell-o-vision, right? That would make this a lot easier, Barbara. But we're not there yet with the technology. No. Okay, well, since we don't have smell-o-vision, I'll definitely do my best to describe to you what some of these smell like. Okay. It's hard to know where to begin with such a plethora of perfumes, but I guess I'll start with this one. It's the Coco Chanel from Paris. So this is your fine French perfume. Now the bottle itself is very classy. It is a square, or is that more of a rectangle? I can't tell. But this is the first time we've had this on the program, and I don't believe it will be the last, because this one has such an elegant smell. Now, yeah, we don't have smell-o-vision, but when I take a sniff of this, and now I've been asked by Barbara not to spray these individually because it will aggravate her asthma, so I won't be spraying any of these, but they do have a nice, it's not a diffuser, what do they call those, Barbara? How it sprays out, atomizer, something like that. She says put the top back on already. Okay, you got it, Barbara. All right, well, here's what happened when I did take a sniff of the Coco Chanel. This one smells very distinct. It smells like I've walked past the perfume counter and there was an older woman who's full of class and grace who was there before me, and she probably purchased this. This one has such, it's such a signature scent that someone can wear. You put this on and you're immediately, I don't want to say a cozy grandma, but you're wise. You're wise beyond your years, perhaps, and you smell that way. But it's not a strong smell, but it is a mature scent. So, your Coco Chanel, it's for mademoiselles, so it is technically a more feminine scent, but a mature feminine scent for sure. Now again, this beautiful rectangle bottle looks great resting atop your dresser, or maybe your vanity. So you're getting ready for the day. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to spray it, Barbara. Getting ready for the day, putting on your makeup, doing your hair, taking your curlers out or putting your curlers in, depending on where you're at in your schedule. And then you give this a little spritz, maybe a little bit here, maybe a little around the neck area, maybe back of neck even. And then as you're walking through the supermarket, or perhaps going to the local craft fair, or getting into a convertible, any of those things, you're wearing this perfume and immediately it's a distinguished woman that's in your realms, right? One more little sniff here. Yeah, Distinguished Woman. And I guess that's why it's also a rectangle, because there's something very distinguished about rectangles. Get the rectangle up here, except it's a little like opaque. It almost looks like a jewel, but it's not. It's definitely not a jewel. It's a fine top, but it's distinguished, just like the scent. Now, I'm not getting really any florals from this one. It's not woodsy. I would say the base notes are Distinguished Woman. I hope that makes sense, viewers. But yeah, it's a great one. It's a great one to wear. Department store, but classy department store. Okay? So that's your Coco Chanel. Next up, speaking of Distinguished Woman, what do we have here? How does it get more distinguished than a woman in a big hat? It doesn't. And especially when it's this beautiful sort of peachy colored lady, and then she's wearing this fun hat it looks like it's got a feather, some sort of feather bow upon the top. And then, honestly, looking at it, this kind of looks like a pumpkin. Maybe because it's orange. But let's see how it smells. Now you don't want to pop a head off generally, but in this case, oh sorry, it's not the head, it's the torso that I'm carefully removing to then reveal the scent. Okay, we've gotten even more distinguished, but this time it's a little musky. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that, sorry Barbara, screw the top back on right now. Okay. Musky lady. Now, could it be that the, base notes of this are musky because she's has a fur, what do you call those, cuffs on? The little fur hand warmer. I hope it's not real. Not that there's anything wrong with that if that's what you're into, but it's kind of weird to just stick in your hands in a ball of dead animal. So she's got the decorative hand warmer and then a big coat on. So I'm thinking because of the muskiness and the warmth, the undertone of warmth in this scent, that this is really more of a wintry, late fall, early spring smell. Now, this one is called Little Katie, and it's actually a Bird of Paradise cologne, okay? Little Katie. Now, Little Katie looks more like an elegant older Kate to me in this outfit, because I don't know any child that would be willing to put on a coat this cumbersome and then have the hand warmer and the hat on a tilt, just like so. And then also there's a sassy short do. Now maybe they got the Dorothy Hamill or something after, watching that Olympics, and they thought, I want to do a little sassy shortcut, something short and sassy. But this is this is actually what I would consider probably older, more mature scent than the Coco Chanel. So I'm thinking age range here. Any age is fine, but for the Coco Chanel, 35 and up. And then for the Bird of Paradise, Little Katie, this one's actually probably going to be, I would say 60 and up. So it's a mature scent, musky mature. But what I do love about this bottle is that it's got a lot more whimsy than the old rectangle, elegant rectangle. Because if this was sitting on top of my dresser or my vanity, even next to the sink, now maybe you've got a little basin, or maybe you've got the, the like laminate type thing, the sink, whatever kind of sink situation you have, this could sit nicely next to it. And then you've got this little lady staring at you, brushing your teeth, making sure you're, brushing for a whole 2 minutes, all the different quadrants, keeping you in line. And then when you're finished, you're getting ready to leave, you just twist the torso around. And then luckily there's a backup top here, because I could see a situation where maybe you're brushing your teeth too vigorously and you're brushing your teeth too vigorously and you accidentally knock the whole thing over off the sink. You'd want to have a contingency there where something else will stop it from spilling all over the place, because just, you can see in here, just the top part, it's going to be leaking everywhere. So that's great. Also good for travel too, because you can want to bring a big full size of this on a plane with you. So again, by itself, I think that's kind of that's a strange perfume bottle. But once you put the top back on, you've got that securely fastened. Whoa, how lovely. She's even got a fun face. What's going on here? Yeah, this is definitely someone that's at least 72, but she doesn't look a day over 63. So, little Katie for the older lady, because very mature, musky scent. A little spicy too. Maybe the top notes have a bit of a spice to them. And Barbara says she doesn't want to try and smell it. But yeah, a lovely decorative bottle. Oh, look, she's even got her little shoesies peeking out. I bet it's a kitten heel. If not a kitten heel, probably a flat-soled shoe for orthopedic reasons. Okay, little Katie oh, this one's interesting. Okay, this is a new scent, very modern. This one is called NYC Summer by Sniff. NYC Summer is a brand new, lighter scent, but it's got a lot of mystery to it. Now, if I take this top off, yeah, so the base notes of NYC Summer. This is interesting. Stick with me here and using your imagination. But the base notes are warm. So it's a warm, rich smell. It's the best way I could put it. It's warm and it's rich. So it has a few notes of hot dog to it, like the hot dog wind that catches in the air in New York City. So it's like a whiff of hot dog, but then ice cream that's kind of melting, so a little bit sweet. So really interesting juxtaposition there between the hot dog and the melted ice cream smell. And then there's a certain pungent aroma that I can only describe as hot trash. So you know how you go to the city in the summertime, especially New York City, and the heat that is emitted from, the sun and then the buildings kind of builds up. Maybe it's not trash day yet, but trash day is coming soon. So there's a fair amount of trash, and some of it might smell okay, but a lot of it doesn't. And so it's got a bit of an pungent, almost spice smell to it. And there's really no florals. That's for sure. There's a little bit of a woodsy smell. That's probably where the Central Park aspect comes in. Like, I don't want to say a moldy leaf, but like a pile of leaves that have just been made from, a city landscaping crew. And then they're going to be picked up soon, but it's a fresh pile of leaves. It's NYC summer, but maybe some of the leaves are already starting to fall, going into the early autumn season. So it's a little bit hot dog, melted ice cream, undertone of a trash. It's rich. It definitely has a little bit of an immaturity to the scent, mixed with very old maturity. So it's just a conundrum, but I can't stop smelling it. You sure you don't want to try, Barbara? Just a little? Okay. Well, I like it. I could see myself wearing this. Probably for special occasions. I don't see this becoming, you know, my everyday scent, my signature scent, but it could be yours. It could be yours. I could see myself wearing this, going on a train ride, or going to a travel agent and booking a trip to some city. I could maybe see myself wearing this going on a leisurely bicycle ride. I'll have it wafting behind me as I'm leisurely bicycling. Or you wear this and you go for a brisk walk because you're walking fast, like you're in the city. You don't want to be just trotting along, but a fast walk. So, NYC Summer, very modern. I sniff. There's a little nose there, sniffing. Yeah, this one's interesting. Moving along. Oh, this one's brand new. Now this one is a unisex cologne, and it's called Margaret. There's barely any markings on this. You just know by the signature bottle. So Margaret here. I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. Oh, yes, yes. This one is the most, I want to say, herbaceous. It's herby. There are very, very strong woodsy notes. Almost like a mushroom kind of a smell. I wouldn't call it fresh, but I would call it deep. That's the best way I could describe it to you. It's deep. Now, Margaret, or as they call it in the perfume industry, Maggie, this scent, I'm just putting a little bit on my finger, Barbara, don't worry, I'm not going to spray anything here. But now, when I wear Maggie, it kind of smells like cooking. It smells a little bit like soy sauce, but maybe that's that mushroom earthy tone that's kind of coming through, kind of woodsy. It's pungent, but it's not overwhelming. So I feel like this is the kind of scent that really adds to your natural smell. Like, it's just adding a little bit of extra spiciness, bringing out whatever my natural scent is, without overpowering it. But I can see it being a great addition to the wrist, or, you know, the pulse points behind the ears, just as a way to really enhance your natural scent or flavors with Maggie here. But Margaret, again, it doesn't smell floral. It doesn't smell any particular way that would make it, I guess, just too feminine or masculine. So that's why this is a great unisex scent that anybody can use anytime. But perhaps it's not for you if you don't like salty scents. It's a little bit salty. So I love it. I think I could use this every day, most certainly. So that's Margaret, or Maggie as they call it for short. Oh, forgot about this one. This one is called Swan Song. Now, Swan Song is coming to us as a brand new scent offered by the home delivery meal and food service Schwann's. And so Swan Song can be delivered to your home, but obviously you'd want to have it ordered from us through the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. But you're not going to see a more beautiful bottle than this one. So look at the details here. Here's the top, and I'll take this off in a moment, so get ready, Barbara. You've got this beautiful top, and then this gorgeous swan face down here. All the detail of this ceramic sort of patterned wing on the side here. And then it goes along through the back, that same sort of wing detail. It's sort of Art Nouveau. That's what this bottle feels like. But it's not about what the bottle feels like, it's about how it smells. I'm going to take this top off. Oh yeah, Swan Song. So this one's interesting because we'll go ahead and put this back on. Yeah, Swan Song smells a little bit more masculine than some of the other scents that we've come across so far in the showcase. And there's almost a smell of, not vetiver, but like warm pork chops. Now this could be because it's supplied by Schwann's, the home delivery meal service. It's the fellow that comes to the door and asks if you want some pork chops or chicken cutlets and things. Now they have ice cream too, so. And maybe that's, I'm gonna have to take this back off. It's vetiver pork chops. Perhaps this is the ambergris. No, because this would make this a lot more expensive, I think. Oh, vanilla. Vanilla. And maybe just a slight floral. Little hint of floral, but again, it's still pretty masculine. And it's probably kind of clean. It smells sanitary. Sanitary, yet vanilla, tiny bit of floral, yet masculine, and pork chops, and a little bit of ice cream. So we've got two sort of ice cream undertone, maybe heart notes, and a couple of these scents today. But Swan Song, this feels like it's for a special occasion. It's different. It's definitely for when you're going out, for a night out on the town, not when you're staying in and preparing your Schwann's home dinner, your frozen TV dinners and such that you've ordered through them, but really for a more special occasion. And maybe it's just because I'm looking at the bottle and the bottle's pretty special, but it smells special. So this would be great for a date night, or maybe if you're going to the library to return your books and you want to take them inside instead of using the book drop, but you can just use the book drop, it's fine. Another special occasion, going to your friend who's performing in the local theater company version of Oklahoma. That could be it too. That would be a good night for this. So, yeah, a lot of good reasons to wear. It doesn't have to be the most special of special occasions, but this is such an elegant scent and so special that it'll make the moment more memorable, because you will have then tied the feeling of the moment, the activity, the event to Swan Song. So keep that in mind with these. Again, you don't have to wear the same thing every day. It can be a signature scent that you wear every day. Maybe you throw a little bit of this on, do some pairings. But I feel like sometimes it's good to have a perfume that you just save for a special occasion too. That could be this one. So moving along. Oh, this is brand new too. Now, this is from, what's the company's name again? Barbara? Flammable? Okay. This is a new scent, okay? And it's kind of wild and outrageous, and you can tell it's wild and outrageous from this bat that's on the front. So opening this one up now. I kind of want to spray it. I won't, Barbara, don't worry. Oh yeah, that's potent. Yeah, okay. This one is called Basement Show by Flammable. And Basement Show has base notes of basement. So it's an earthy sort of a smell, but also a little wet. It smells a little damp. So there's a dampness to the smell. And I would definitely not call it fresh or clean, but sort of a musky undertone, along with that kind of earthy scent. Now, there is a bit of, an almost invasiveness to this scent, Basement Show. And it kind of smells like other people's natural smells, spilled beverages that have been sitting around for some time, sort of an herbal smell that I can't put my finger on, but a heavy musk scent. And then there's a hint of citrus. So, oh gosh, it's got a lot of longevity though. It's invasive, and then you spray a little bit of this on the pulse points, wrist, behind the ears, and it's going to last and linger for quite some time. So keep that in mind when wearing this particular scent. Again, this could be more for your special occasions, or you just put a little dab on, and it could be there all day wear, you know, without having to respritz with Basement Show. But there's something dangerous about it too. Like, open it one more time. Yeah, like a lack of fire exits or something. Yes, a little bit of a danger, invasive smell, very potent, very potent. So again, keep that in mind if you do want to wear Basement Show, that it's going to be potent, and everyone else will smell it around you, probably within at least a 15-foot radius or so. So use sparingly. It's dangerous. And then what do we have here? Oh, Sweet Honesty. How could I forget Sweet Honesty? So sweet, it's only got one eye. See, there's a little gem here, but there's not one here. Now this is a cutesy bottle. That's why it's Sweet Honesty, probably. But Sweet Honesty also sits really great atop your vanity, your makeup counter, on top of the dresser. It's just a fun little piece of art that you can look at too, because it's an adorable little dog. Now, I think it's not a Lhasa Apso, it's not a Bichon Frisé. What's along here? It's not a Papillon. Barbara, do you know? It doesn't say on here, it just says Sweet Honesty Cologne. But opening it, carefully. Okay, good. So we've got that back up top here, so we don't accidentally spill it all over the place. Oof. This one sure is sweet. I don't know how honest it is. I'm going to go ahead and put that top back on. So, well, no, now I need to smell it again. It's interesting. Sometimes at first sniff, it's a little too potent, and then you want to go back for more. Okay, here we go. Here we go with the more clean scent. Maybe a little bit of amber vanilla, and then some heavy florals. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a barnyard scent to it as well. A little bit of hay. Maybe wet dog is what I'm smelling. Yes. This one's pretty potent. I could see this being a great option for, again, walking the dog. you know, just taking a walk down the street in open air where the scent can really breathe. The heart notes are whimsy. There's something interesting, more playful about this one. Maybe because it's a little more fresh. I'm not picking up not much citrus, but there is a floral scent that I can't quite put my finger on. Gardenia, perhaps. Lily. Maybe it's lily because I kind of don't like it. I don't really care for lilies that much. But it's it has its place in your scent wardrobe. And that one little sparkly eye just is so sweet. And that's why sweet honesty is honestly a fine perfume. Okay, and that's enough of that wet dog smell. Last but not least, we've got Trouble. Now, this is a scent that is an aftershave. Technically, this one's going to be more masculine and for the fellas, but who says the ladies can't wear an aftershave? Not me. There's no rules. Opening this up carefully. That's powerful. This is a powerful scent, Trouble. It's definitely got base notes of a woody musk. There's a little bit of a citrusy heart note in there. And then an invasive, pungent aroma of poor decision making. So, Trouble is really for the cologne wearer who, doesn't listen to the weather forecast and, I don't know, goes to play golf when they know a storm's coming. Okay, that's Trouble. Trouble, again, it's in this bold typeface on the bottle, which is a really beautiful green color, but it's a green color that's kind of giving a red flag, is the best way I could put it. It's almost like this green color is the opposite of a red flag, which would be more of a warning indicator. But I think this smells like Trouble. And maybe you do want to smell like Trouble, or someone that's, up to no good, poor decision-making skills, maybe not calling their mother back. I don't know. But if you do want to smell that way with a pungent sort of musk smell, there's not even a hint of amber, vanilla, or anything remotely floral to this one. So if that's what you're looking for, this aftershave could be a good scent for you. We've got Trouble, which I just spoke about. We've got Basement Show, Swan Song, Sweet Honesty, New York City Summer, NYC Summer, Maggie, and Little Katie, Mature Lady, and Coco Chanel. So this is really an outstanding collection that could be yours today for the low price of $179.99. Or you can buy these individually for $39.99 each. So we're standing by to take your call and order today for this wonderful scent collection on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. So don't wait. NYC Summer is surely going to sell out, so you don't want to wait to call, as well as Swan Song is likely already. We're running low on that one too. Yeah. So don't wait to call. We hope to hear from you. Sleepy Keys Tingle Network.